Hey guys, this is BiXX. Welcome to another part of Mentoring Monday. In today's topic, we're going to talk about branding part 2. Specifically, I'm going to speak about branding from the perspective of how I created the BiXX brand. Last week, I talked about the first 2 of the 6 categories of branding. The first one, your purpose, why you do what you do, and what are you passionate about? The second category I spoke about last week was positioning. What sets you apart from your competition? What's your value proposition? And what's your story? So the third branding category I would like to talk about is your promise. In our personal lives, promises mean a lot to us when it comes to building trust with other people. Same goes with the brand. You want to build a strong brand promise. Make a promise, keep a promise. Do that about 50 times and watch what happens to your brand. When a brand makes a promise, it is communicating a particular form of value to its audience. For example, Walmart's promise is the lowest prices. Apple's promise is a great user experience. So as an artist, oftentimes fans are disappointed. It's not because you didn't do something well, it's because you didn't meet their expectations. So as an artist, you should give your fans more of why they fell in love with you. An example of the BiXX promise is my style of music is going to be beautiful, powerful, very melodic, and uplifting. And if you work with me, I'm going to strive to give you more value than I get from you. And if you allow me to, I'm going to try hard to make a very positive difference in your life, to help you improve in some aspects of your life. That's the BiXX promise. The fourth branding category that I'll talk about is your personality and your values. The way your brand speaks, behaves, and engages with the outside world. The personality with which you express your core values will help you better connect emotionally with your audience and distinguish your brand from others in your niche. A trance DJ named Ben Nicky brands himself as reckless, crazy, and fun. Sort of an anti-society guy full of tattoos. That definitely does not fit my style, but it works great for Ben. Don't necessarily brand yourself on your style alone. Brand yourself around your content and your values. When it comes to connecting with an audience, what you sound like does not matter as much as how you relate. Content and values are both ways to show what you appreciate and attract people who share the same kind of ideals. What are the character traits that define who you want to be for your fans? Mine are inspirational, serious, open, funny, and trustworthy. What are some values your brand stands for? Some of my values include integrity in all relationships, transparency, what you see is what you get, no hidden agendas, trustworthiness, providing value to the other person, personal growth, and consistency based on guiding principles. Okay, so the fifth branding category is social media. The key when delivering your total brand experience is you must make sure your authentic values are what shines through in your social media posts. What is your tone of voice? Do you want to come off as friendly, motivational, witty, crazy? The foundation of these motivational videos is I enjoy inspiring others by talking about motivational topics, but also not to be too serious. Many people take themselves way too serious. For me, I just want to have fun in my life. Creating music and meeting new friends is fun. I tend to shy away from people that are too serious. One last comment about social media. You want someone who is passionate about social media helping you, whether that's yourself or someone else. There's no way I have time to learn all the ins and outs of social media, so I actually pay someone to help me. The sixth and final topic I'll talk about on branding is expression. What's your logo? BiXX. Your color scheme. Your unique expressions. My last name is BiXX. Hardly a cool name for a DJ brand. So I came up with BiXX because it's similar to the first three letters of my last name, BiC. My friend's girlfriend actually came up with that name. I just love the X's. They lend themselves to a cool logo and a symbol. Plus it's simple and will stand out and be easy recognizable in a lineup. So when it comes to your logo, be mindful to the law of exposure. How do you get your logo exposed? I wear my BiXX shirt for all these Mentoring Monday videos, the law of exposure. I wear my BiXX logo shirt when I perform. I often show my BiXX logo on social media posts when I post about famous quotes. One area that I really need to focus on improving is getting my BiXX logo more exposure in the music scene. I'm still very new, so I have a long way to go. Also be mindful of the law of placement when it comes to your brand. So what does that really mean? An example would be in a movie where Coca-Cola has paid a fee for an actor or an actress to drink a container of Coke with the logo clearly visible. The logo could also be stationary in the scene, but not take away from the scene itself. One of my goals is to play at a trance festival called Luminosity. This is a small, but relatively crowded and intimate festival at the beach about 35 kilometers outside of Amsterdam. It's pretty much the gathering place for trance fans from all around the world. Prior to the COVID-19 pandemic, I'd planned on going to Luminosity for the very first time and handing out about 100 to 150 BiXX logoed sunglasses to create awareness, get my logo throughout the crowd, and hopefully get an invite for next year. Everybody loves sunglasses at the beach. Now this doesn't mean I'm going to be invited to play, but it certainly might raise my brand awareness and create some interest or buzz about getting invited the following year. So that concludes my two-part topic on branding. If you're in the music business and you've not taken the time to focus on your branding, go back and watch part 1 and part 2 and create your branding strategy. I'm telling you, you can't be successful without one. So this is BiXX signing off. And by the way, this signature sign-off is also part of my branding strategy. Remember, it's never too late to reinvent yourself. Cheers.